Today I'm making Halloween meringue cookie bites, and here are the ingredients that we need. I have 2 egg whites at room temperature, a half a cup of regular white sugar, I have half a teaspoon of vanilla, an eighth of a teaspoon of cream of tartar. If you don't have cream of tartar, you can use vinegar or lemon juice, and you'll use the same amount. I also have some orange food coloring, that's the Wilton brand. You need a piping bag and a tip. I'm using the Wilton 2A tip. So those are the ingredients, so let's get started. So the first thing we'll do is get our egg whites into the bowl. And we just want to get the egg whites a little bit frothy, foamy. At this stage, you really don't want to whip too quickly, just, at a medium speed. You just want to get some air incorporated. You want to get some finer bubbles. Okay, see, that's nice like that. Then I'm going to take the cream of tartar and get that in there. Just get it well incorporated. You can see now the bubbles are getting very, very fine. And you're starting to see a little bit of stability in the egg whites. So we're slowly building the egg mixture. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour in our vanilla. Okay, so now at this point I'm going to start adding in my sugar. Not all at once, you just want to go very slowly. Try to get a slow, steady stream. Just keep going like this until all of your sugar has been incorporated. Slowly does it. Easy does it. And there we go. So before I go any further, at this point I'm going to add in my orange food coloring. I'll just get a little bit in here. So I'm just getting some on the end of a paintbrush, and I just want to get that incorporated. So I'm using the Wilton brand food coloring here for this. I just want to get it all right off my paintbrush. And if you need more, just use another clean, dry instrument to dip into your food coloring and then do it again. I think I might do this one more time. So I'm just going to get myself another little paintbrush. Alright, I'm just going to add a little bit more. There we go, and that's good enough. I want to add this in right now before we start beating this anymore, because I don't want it to deflate afterwards. So that's good, that's nice and orange. Okay, that's good. Beautiful. Okay. So at this point now we're going to really start whipping this up. We're going to go for several minutes. I want to get stiff peaks, so I'm just going to get my mixer on high now, and I'm going to come back when I'm at that stiff peak stage. So I'll just keep mixing, and I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I've got some good stiff peaks going on here. You see when you lift it up and it kind of stays? Just like that, look at there. So at that point right now, I'm done. I did this probably for a good 5 minutes. I didn't actually time it, but you want to just keep checking from time to time with your blenders and see how well the meringue holds up. Okay, so the next step. I have a pan with some parchment paper here. And what we're going to do is we're going to start piping out our little cookies. So I'm just going to fill my bag with the meringue and I'll be back in a second. Alright, I have my meringue in my piping bag. I have a Wilton 2A on here. And what I want to simply do is just apply pressure, and you can do any kind of shape you want. You can do little ones like this. Or you could do little circles. Whatever you want. I like just pushing down. This is a simple cookie. So I'm just going to push down like that. Just like that. I'm just going to zoom in just to show you. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, I've zoomed in a little bit just to show you. A little bit easier. So you just want to push and just let go and pull. Push, let go and pull up. Push, let go and pull up. Just like that. Where are we here? Do a couple more. You don't want these huge because they are little cookie bites. Just like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep continuing. I'm going to use up all my meringue and I'll come back in a second. And we'll just keep going on like this. And one thing I forgot to mention at the beginning, you want to get your oven going at 200 degrees Fahrenheit. We're basically going to dry the meringues out in the oven. So there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these into the oven for 1 hour at 200 degrees. Then I'm going to turn my oven off and I'm just going to open the door a little bit and I'm going to let them go for a few hours in the oven just so that they really dry out. Alright, it's several hours later and my little Halloween meringue cookie bites are pretty dry now. I'm going to let them go right overnight so that they're completely dry. But they're not bad at this point. I'd say they're 90% dry and very, very nice. What I'll do is I'll just crack into one just to show you. So you've got a nice little crunch on the outside and on the inside you've got a really nice fluffy little interior. Oh yeah, those are good. Those just melt in your mouth. So as an optional final step, what you could do is you could heat up some chocolate chips and just take the little cookies and dip them into that, but I'm just going to leave them like this for this video, and they're just good as they are, and these will get all eaten up in a couple of days. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a happy Halloween, and I'll see you next time.